And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36.
I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get up.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, here's Breida. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And the Vikings first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete.
Irv Smith Jr. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
22.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Tackled at the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down, and will.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter, but you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
A 4-yard.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Dolphins 21, Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 34-yard line, a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Dolphins.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Cousins.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Breida. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off Byron Jones. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
That's good.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This is Breida. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They run with Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Third quarter from Miami. This is second and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back now in Miami. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Cousins now lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
And the Vikings
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Makes it
an extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, fighting off the defender. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ooh, with a juke. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
First down, Minnesota.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On second down now, it's Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Third down.
Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a give to Breida. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Breida on the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
So a victory here for the